Luki Lushime Todra Adi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Jokun Namdak Shingla Juparsho Yam Guru Radha Mandala Kamnuyatayami Chirang Soki Chognam La Jamshu Vardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Pinchir Sangye Juparsho Chidam Toki Chognam La Jamshu Vardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Pinchir Sangye Druparsho Chidam Soki Chognam La Jamshu Vardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Pinchir Sangye Druparsho.
Oh my goodness. Back in the saddle. Welcome back. Welcome, Dr. Wu. Nice to have you here. Everybody else is... Oh, Adam broke his hand yesterday in a garage door. They're putting pins in this morning. He's going to try to make it by tomorrow. I don't see how he's going to do that. But we'll see. And other exciting things. Utpala offered to go to Phoenix this morning and pick up some printing.
Well, they haven't started printing yet.
I know.
They're confused.
They're confused. That's okay. So am I. But we're working on it. We got a plan B. Okay. All right. So here we go. We'll just start. So we're on Sugeng's text. He's on which link of the 12 links?
Second link.
Yeah, second link, karma. Okay, fresh karma. And we did this kachik, but we didn't finish it. Okay, and Sugeng translated it, the argument, but not the answer. Okay, so please read.
Kachik nare, nyonge kile sugirpe niyowe ledang, debu chewe namin gipung po, penje kile kisi tun ina, ranyi kipak pe namin gipung po de, debu chewe lesandu niyowe kapsena.
Okay, cool. So we're about to go to the Rangluk. We're about to go to where we find out all the definitions and things. And we're just at the end of some arguments about different kinds of karma. So you can either go to the first part of which chapter of the Abhidharma Kosha? Fourth chapter, which we're working on a little bit. Sorry, it's going to be in the lecture today for the DCI class. I'm going to do the first part of the Abhidharma Kosha. But one of the divisions of karma is yoa and miyoa. Miyoa means, what's miyoa?
Unshifting.
Yeah, cannot shift to another goal. Okay, so sayo, what's... Give me a little time to make it... Yeah, yo in modern days is, you can say earthquake. Okay, it's quake like this, shifting to another place. Okay, so nyonge, what's nyonge? Nyongsu ngepa, nyongwa ngepa. What's ngepa? Definite. So nyongwa means experience. So nyonge means that it will have a definite experience. Okay, it's a kind of karma. You must experience it. Nyonge. Okay. And then there's a debate about it with the Topshi. Four powers.
Oh, right.
You know, they fight. Nyong'e, Kile, and Topshi are enemies. Okay, so maybe Nyong'e is not Nyong'e. Okay? There's an argument about it. Okay, Nyong'e, Kile, Sekyorpe. This past tense, gyur.
Which is?
Yeah, which is. So it's a, what do they call it? Not a clause.
Adjectival clause?
Adjectival clause. Which is. Okay, so never forget. Gyur preceded by the Dani grammar case. Sukyur is which is, but it's backwards in Tibetan syntax, okay? Something, so here it says, you gotta read it backwards, okay? Miyoe le, karma which cannot shift, which is still definite. It's gonna have definite certain kind of experience, okay? So get used to the past tense of gyurwa, which means to become, right? Get used to the past tense as being which is, okay? Kyurpa, okay? Got it? Saying gyurwa. 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 Kyurpa. Kyurpa. This is kyurpa. Different word, different meaning, okay? What's gyurwa?
Change?
To change. Like to change money or to translate. Kangyur. Okay. All right. Kagyur we yoe ledang. Debu chewa. So debu chewa is a result level of the formless realm meditation. So we had the lion's dance, right? And we had 8 floors that you shouldn't get off on. And then the 9th floor you should get off on. 4 floors, the first 4 floors were form realm meditations. The second 4 floors were formless realm meditations. It doesn't mean you're in the formless realm mostly, but it means that if you keep doing them all day, you will, after you die, you'll be born in the form realm. Okay. So Drebu Che is one of the 17 destinations of the formless realm. Okay. Called Big Result, Drebu Chewa. Okay. Big fruit, right? So there are 17 destinations of the 4 formless realm meditations, okay? And people, you know, people get short with me and they say, why should we study this stuff? I say, well, you might be there in 10 minutes. You know, at least you know what's going on. You see, you have to go somewhere and you are going to die, and everyone who died thought they weren't going to die. And you might as well know where you are. Oh, I'm in Devajewa. Wow, that's cool. That's like saying, I don't want to know what's Phoenix or something, you know. Anyway, Devajewa. Namengi Pumbo?
Ripen heat?
Yeah, I like to say which are a karmic ripening. Okay. Right here. That's down here as a karmic ripening, okay? As a phrase. Okay. Namengi Pumbo. Pen?
Projected.
Throws, yeah. And I warn you, in this text, it's not just Penje and Dzogche. He's going to try to distinguish between 3, Penje, Dzogche, and Drupche. So throwing, completing, and accomplishing. Okay, so this is going to get confusing for you guys who are used to Penje and Dzogche. The painter and the painter's assistants, right? The painter sketches the outline, and then the assistants come in and paint the colors. And then there's a drupche. Okay, we're going to get there. Penje Kilegi Shitun. What's Shitun? Idiom? Idiot?
That it is one, therefore it's the other.
One thing which is 2 things, okay? Do not say common locus. It doesn't pass the Waiter test.
Foundational chord.
Right. There are many, many weird translations of this. Sometimes in English you have to use a phrase. You have to say more words. You have to say one thing which is both this and that. Okay? So shitun, which means common foundation, learn to translate it as the way he did down here. See? Let's look at something which is both 1 and 2. That's shitun. All of those words, something which is both 1 and 2, is his translation of shitun. And it's perfect. Because I fixed it. All right, just kidding. Pumbo de, Namegi Pumbo de. Debu Chua Le, other than, so it's supposed to throw a body and mind, and in this case I like to translate Pumbu as body and mind. It's much clearer to an English speaker. Don't say the 5 skandhas. Okay? Okay? There's some places where I propose body and mind is easier for an English speaker. Okay? So it's gonna project, as a karmic ripening, a body and mind into the level known as the great result. Okay? All right? This particular combination of karmas cannot shift to anywhere else except to project, as a karmic ripening, the body and mind of realized being. He threw in Arya. He threw in the word Arya, which is like throwing a wrench into a machine. Okay? It's like now it gets messy. Okay? If he hadn't have said Arya, everything would be okay. But he said, if there's this kind of karma, gonna throw a body and mind of this result level, great result level, then it must be, it has to shift, cannot shift to anywhere else except to project a realized being's body and mind within the great result. So now we got to go study the 17 levels that can result from the 4 formless realm meditations. In the lion's dance, for example, okay? What's the first one of this formless realm meditation? What's the image?
The ocean.
The ocean. And the name of it is limitless space. Causal. Meditation in a desire realm body. Okay? Then, second one?
Space.
Infinite
Infinite space.
space. It's called infinite space. But it means infinite consciousness. Yeah.
Consciousness.
Third one? Chiang Me. This is Huashang's famous. Yeah, don't think about anything. Turn off your mind. Turn off your mind, relax into the void.
Flow downstream.
You're right. We gotta play this song.
Man. Love it.
Okay, and fourth one, turn off your mind and don't attach the thoughts that go through your mind. Okay, so what happens if you meditate on those? The first 3, you go to three different worlds. There's a choice. If you just do the ocean your whole life, you never go to the 9th floor, you never think about emptiness, you know, follow yoga studio meditations, except for some. There's 3 possibilities where you will take rebirth, okay? So I went and got you some. Did I get you some?
Yeah, below at bottom.
Yeah, here, down here. Now the tricky thing is, from the 4th one, which is turning off your mind without watching the thoughts, okay? Turning off your mind without watching the thoughts. The result is 8 different choices, okay? The first 3 each, which makes a total of 9. And then the 4th one can go to 8 levels. You can be reborn in 8 levels, okay? So that's the first thing you have to know. And the highest of those is called Ogmin, Akarnishta. But it's not the Buddha paradise called Ogmin. So you can get really lost here. Okay? There's 2 Ogmins. One means below no other, means the result of the 8th floor meditations. Because that's the highest you can get in this world. In this world, in samsara. Okay? So it's called, you know, below nothing else above it. You should have called it nothing else above it. They called it, it's below nothing else. Okay, Akarnishta. All right. Now, those 8 that you get from meditating on which formless realm? 4th. Okay, which is the 8th of the 8. Okay. Those are divided into 3 and 5. 3 and 5. 3 are for non-Aryas, and 5 are for Aryas. Okay, so an Arya, you can be reborn as an Arya in the formless realm, in the top 5 parts of the 8 parts of the 4th formless realm. Okay, no, you got to get it straight, or you'll never be able to translate this. Okay, it's Abhidharma. It's all Abhidharma stuff. Okay, and again, don't say I don't care, because you might be there in 10 minutes. You know, you're meditators. You get hit by a car, you're in trouble. You could go here, you know. At least you can say, "Oh, that's what Geshe was talking about." Okay, you're not like, "Wow, what the." Okay, these are called Netsang Manga. What's Sangma, Mr. Dictionary? Come on, what's Sangdra? Sang, first column, right? Difficult for an English speaker to make this sound. Sang, not Sang. Sang. Yeah, Sang means pure, totally pure. Sangma. Sangdra means ritual purity, where you wear a mask when you make the tormas. This is called Sangdra. In Tantra, Sangdra is a big deal. You have to wash your hands. You're like a surgeon when you make tormas. Real Tantrikas, you know. So anyway, Sangma means the 5 pure levels. So who goes there? Yeah, you get to be an Arya there. Okay, all right. Now, the highest of the 5, of the 3, you're in the 4th formless realm meditations, which is which floor in the elevator? 8th floor. You die, and you can either go to the 3 normal realms or the 5 Arya realms, okay? These are the 5 pure realms. And the highest of these is called Big Result. Okay? Got it?
So the ninth, if you're looking at the 3 together.
The third.
The 3rd of the 8.
Each of the 3 had 3?
Yeah, oh, you can say that. It's actually the 12th then.
Right. Each of the 4 have 3 if you're looking at it.
Yeah, if you're looking at non-Aryas,
Then there's another
non-Aryas, each of the 3 formless realm result levels, rebirth levels, has 3 non-Aryas. And then the 4th one also has 5 Arya levels above it. Okay, got it? Whew. All right. I went and got you, you know, if you're really interested in this, I went to Chim Jambayang, who wrote a great Abhidharma commentary. Very difficult. Stanley can do it as the second half of his life. But it's a very famous and very difficult. It's pre-Gelugpa. It was written before the Gelugpas, and it's 1200s, I think. It's difficult. Chim Jambayang, 1280, right? That's puts him 200 years before Tsongkhapa. Then he, by the way, if you're interested, which I don't guess you are, but Chichir Tsangma Ngar Nge Shena, why are there exactly 5 pure levels? He says in his text. And you don't have to translate this, you might get it into your footnote somewhere. You Pelma Gomba Ni Sak Sagme Nini Kipadi Sakte Riri Pelwe Chumusun Peladong. So here's the Pelgom, okay? Pelma Gom. We just got to it in the Lamrim retreat. What did we do? Yeah, we alternate. We go back. You do a cessation meditation. You come back to the form realm. You can do a cessation meditation. Come back to the second form realm. You can do the stand, and then you come. And then we didn't do it, but the 5th part of the alliance dance is also going to be a pelgom where we're going to put in the air conditioner. So you're going to show how powerful your meditation is. You know, I'm focused on space, air conditioner. I'm focused on ocean, air conditioner. You know, and you show how strong is your meditation mind. You see what I mean? That's called Pelgom. If you do a lot of Pelgom, you might end up in Netsang Manga. That's what he's saying, okay? That's what he's saying, okay? And he's explaining why there's 5. And he's explaining why there's only 5, Kona. Okay, and we're not going to go. This is a nice commentary by the first Dalai Lama on the Abhidharma Kosha. I translated the whole thing. I didn't fix it yet. I didn't clean it up. So while we translate our books, I'm cleaning up some of my old translations. We just finished the Choni Lama, which is 500 pages. And now I'm working on the Heart Sutra. Okay. Structure. I translated this. I just wrote it out for you, okay? the sets of three, for those of you who care, are called neri. Say neri. It means a set of three, nerisum. Ri means riks.
Class?
Class?
Yeah, class. So it means location class. Three location class. So ri and rik is the same meaning. Okay. Puri chepa means to make fine distinctions, for example. It's an idiom. Okay. It means separating the hairs on a dog's fur. Okay. So nerisum, the first something. I'm sorry. Did I blow it? Maybe I did. There's something. I don't know if this is. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. I made a boo-boo. Let me make sure. I think I got the form and the formless noun mixed up. Look up in Sugeng Chemo. Wachum. Maybe I'm talking about the form realm level. I'm sorry.
Show me, I'm sorry.
Wachum. So either I made a mistake or they made a mistake.
This dictionary says first of the
Form. Yeah, so cancel what I said. Go to the form realm. Okay, first floor to the fourth floor. Okay, sorry. First three floors of the first four floors have three each, and the fourth floor of the first four floors has 17, which is has 8, which is 3 plus 5. 8 plus 9 is 17. Okay. Oh, you okay?
Yeah. It's
So
form
cancel
realm.
the formless realm.
Okay.
It's form realm. Sorry.
Oh, it's form.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah.
6 is second.
Huh?
Something nipa,
Yeah.
not first.
You okay? Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
That's correct. I'm sorry. So cancel the formless. It's form realm. Okay. I'm talking about form realm. Okay. By the way, what's the name of the first four floors?
Something, meditation.
They're just called meditation, which is a bad name. They should have called it form realm meditations. They didn't. I call it form realm meditations. But they just call it concentration level. Okay. So translate it as concentration level. Samten. But it's a bad name because there's 2,000 samtens in the world. The fifth of the perfections is sometimes called samten. You see, it's just confusing. So I call it form realm level. It means form realm level. Okay? All right. The results of the first form realm level, if you die after practicing in the heart, looking at the heart, in the middle of the heart, and like that, okay? Sorry. If you get really good at watching your heart, you could be born into these three levels. Okay? So what we do in the Lam Rim retreats at Diamond Mountain is not form realm. If you were really good at it, you wouldn't get up. Someone would have to. You see what I mean? We pretend we're at the first form realm, but we're not. It's difficult to get there, and that's the one you need to see emptiness. The first of the 8 is what you need to see emptiness. Okay, that's shamatha. To get good at the first of the 8, to get good at just after the air conditioning, you can see emptiness. You know, the rest is dessert. Okay, so it's extremely hard to get to the first one. Anyway, it's called, you go to some realm where Brahma, it's a deity. He's a lot like Iron Man. Really, and I believe that all these movies came from people's memory of the form realm. Okay, because they are really, like Wonder Woman is a perfect form realm being, because form realm means world of beauty. Nowadays I translate it sometimes as world of beauty, because form doesn't really, it's too like physics. You know, it means the world of beauty, and it means everybody's like Wonder Woman, everybody's like Iron Man. not Spider-Man, he's too, like real Thor. Everybody's like Thor. Jasmine came to me, she said, we have this long room in Thailand. I said, yeah. She says, could you get that Norwegian guy? I mean, the one who's 7 feet tall and has long blonde hair. Yeah, he's a really good teacher. I said, yeah, right. So anyway, they all look like, what's his name? Christian Andvig. He's also extremely wealthy. His parents own a shipping line. So but every woman in Norway is trying to catch him. Anyway, Neri, okay, so you go to the Brahma, class of Brahma, this deity, this temporary deity, or you're reciting the Vedas in front of him. You go there and you just recite Vedas, in front of this Brahma. Or you can be the big guy, okay, El Jefe. Right? No Spanish speakers here. Oh, except Tim. Okay. All right, second form realm meditation. You can go to these three, called lesser light, immeasurable light, clear light. Why do they call it lesser light? Because it's lesser light than the one above it. Okay. Why do they call it immeasurable light? Because the light cannot be measured. Why do they call it clear light? Because its light covers all the other places. Okay. He explains it. Who is this guy? Is this? Oh, this is still the first Dalai Lama. Okay.
I'm just wondering, the first level when you say Brahma,
Yeah.
is this what the Pure Land refers to as the Abhidhamma land?
No.
No. Okay.
No. When you say Pure Land, it's a translation of Dakshing,
Action.
which is not the same as Sangwar. Okay. Dak means really pure.
Okay.
Buddha.
Okay.
Buddha pure. So that's two different English. It's two different Tibetan words translated with one English word. Yeah. Yeah. Pure realm means Dakshing, and it is a Buddha paradise.
I see.
These are not. Okay. These are temporary. What's the problem here? It's expensive. It's karmically expensive. And you use up all your good karma just by being there. And then you must go to the house. There's no other option. You always go to the house after that. Okay. Third concentration level. They call it lesser virtue, immeasurable virtue, widespread virtue. And by the way, he defines lesser virtue, Mr. Dictionary, as sem de chuma.
Less bliss in the mind?
Yeah, less bliss. So it doesn't really mean lesser virtue. It means less mental bliss. So, that makes sense, because if these were really virtue, they'd be good places to be, but they're not. You're not making new virtue. You're not making new good karma. So virtue here means, and it's a common, for students of Tibetan, it's common to confuse Gewa and Dewa. Dewa is the result of Gewa. Right? Gewa means good karma. Dewa means happiness. Okay. So anyway, it's interesting here because he defines, for example, immeasurable virtue, he defines as sem de tse me.
Bliss that can't be measured.
Yeah, mental pleasure that cannot be measured. Okay, result of the second. If you get stuck on which visualization in the lion stance,
Very deep inside the heart.
third something.
The third.
Yeah, heart at a distance, heart beating at a distance. The reason you put it as at a distance is you're supposed to reach equanimity. You're supposed to feel neutral about it. People say that. I went to the dentist. He didn't give me Novocaine, and I just stepped back from the feeling. I just watched it. I didn't get into it, so I didn't have a problem. My mom broke her wrist a couple of days ago, and they said you're too old to give to put under anesthesia. So they put the cast on, and then they went, and she's like, ah! And they're like, okay, why did I say that? Anyway,
The distance.
yeah. Oh, so some people say I didn't feel pain because I stepped back and I watched it, So it's a feeling. The big deal at the third something is that you're supposed to reach a state of beyond bliss, where you're just like, it's like a very drunk person. So slightly drunk, you're like, hey, hey, hey. Very drunk, you're like, it's really like that. It's really like that. You can call it very drunk. Third form realm levels, you can call it very drunk, okay? And it's interesting that it should lead to mental pleasure, you see? It's interesting. It's kind of contradiction. All right, now. Cloudless, born of virtue and great virtue. By the way, don't confuse the first one of the lower three of the fourth concentration level, okay? Don't confuse it with the 10th Bodhisattva level, which is called
Dharma Mega.
Mega, yeah, Chukchin, the cloud of the Dharma. Okay, don't confuse it with that. It's a different 10. Okay, so this one is, these are impure, meaning what?
You go to hell.
Nope.
Not from Arya.
Good, non-Arya. Yeah, not Arya, non-Arya. Okay. Now, why is it called cloudless? Trindar Dap Chakpa Mebe. I don't know. Dap Chakpa means piles. And there's no such thing, so it's called cloudless. I don't know. Miyoe sunam le kepe na sunamke. Because it's born of karma which cannot shift, we call it born of virtue. Soke la debu dile chewa mepe na debu che. We got to the point. We finally got to the point, okay? Try this sentence, Sugeng. Soke? What's sosokewa?
Normal human.
Yeah, normal person who hasn't seen emptiness directly, okay? Sosokewa. And in Kamala Shila, in the last Kamala Shila, we had a very interesting distinction between chibas and sosokewas. What's a chiba? Child. What? Yeah, come on, but the other thing you were almost ready. Yeah, Kamala Shila wants to say, no, the world isn't two kinds of people. It's not normal people and Aryas. We got teenagers.
Oh, they're the worst.
In between, we got teenagers. Then everybody's like, wait, Buddha didn't talk about teenagers. I said, no, but we understand. And he said, well, what's a teenager? Yeah, it's someone who studied diamond cutter deeply but didn't see emptiness yet. So they're halfway to Arya. So, he wants to say, when you say child, you're implying teenager. There must be teenagers. If Buddha talked about 2-year-olds, then the Buddha meant us to understand that there are teenagers. That's Kamala Shila. Very beautiful idea. Okay. Anyway, so there's the 3 lower ones, right? And now what should we come to next? Good, the 5 pure realms. Sangmanga. Sangmanga. Detengna, above that you get to Netsangmanga. The 5 pure levels. And here's what you need to understand this argument. You can't translate this argument without understanding all this, okay? You need these notes, okay? And you wrote a footnote. We got to clean it up and put it in there. Soke meching papa bashik. Somebody translate for me. Oh, did we finish that last sentence? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, soke la, for a normal person, debu,
The result,
di le chewa me.
the highest result is the great result.
There is no debu chewa than THAN.
There is no higher result than the great result.
Yeah, there's no higher result for a non-Arya. No non-Arya can go higher than this, so we call it big result. Because there's no karmic result bigger than that you can get to if you're not an Arya. You're stuck. Your ceiling is the 3rd result level of the 4th form realm. Okay. Which is why it's confused. But anyway, okay. When you go higher, you get to the 5 pure levels. And here's the definition of the 5 pure levels, which is really nice. Okay, ready? Sugeng. Soke me.
Soke me.
Ching.
Ching. Pak. Pa. Ba. Basik,
Bashik,
Basik,
Shik.
Basik, Ne Pe, Ne Chang, Ma.
Good. We call it Netsangma. We call it pure realm, pure level. Why? It's okay, me.
Regular people can't get there.
Yeah, there's no non-Aryas there. And Bashik means
Only
only Papas.
Aryas.
Yeah, okay? Live there. So we call it the house of the pure. Okay?
Oh, wow.
All right. Okay. Then he explains the names of the five. You want to go into? Let's do it.
Actually, when we talk about the house of the pure Arya kind of thing, that means this is part of the 7 lifetimes of the Arya. Is that
That's a
right?
good question.
Okay.
I can't answer that, but I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think some Aryas go there, but I don't think all Aryas go there.
And then if you're an Arya,
Actually, yeah, because the four results, once returner,
Yeah.
non-returner. Yeah.
if you form realm, if you're in the form realm as an Arya and you're supposed to only go to hell after you go to form realm.
Yeah, that gets sticky.
Form realm,
Mm.
you can't go to hell.
That gets sticky. Good debate. Okay. Kongma le yunten chungwe na michewa. Kongma le yunten chungwe na michewa. The first one is called not as great because you have lesser high qualities than you would have if you were in one of the other four. Okay. No longer tormented means no longer tormented by the nyomo, negative emotions. Total vision because your vision of things is totally pure. But it's not really. Beauty because tawa sangwena kyanomba. Beauty because your way of looking at things is beautiful. And that's a wonderful word, gyanomba. It's a very beautiful word. Gyanomba means elegant, beautiful, stunning. Kyanomba. Kya nomba. Kyanom. It's a weird word. You never see kya without an R or an S. Okay. Dile nation kon ma mepe na augment. We need this for our argument. The last one is called below no other, which is not the paradise by the same name, because there is no other place above it. Okay, got it? Yeah, and here it talks a little bit about alternating meditation. Okay, as a method to get to high. Okay,
Alternating as in getting in the refrigerator, each of them level.
yeah,
Going
during the lion's dance.
But is it
Yeah.
form realm? Is it still form realm?
We're still form realm,
So
yeah.
the foremost, we can't say the foremost realm is the higher.
No physical realm higher? No higher realm where you still have a conception of physicality. That's how they would say it. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's just talking about why there's 5. Okay, let's go back to the argument, okay? Now we have the ammunition to shoot this argument. Those are all footnotes, okay? This is going to be a long footnote. Maybe you should have an appendix. These guys are into appendices. Nick just did 2 or 3 huge appendices. He said, could you just check that? It took me 7 hours straight to clean it up. Anyway, I didn't stop for 7 hours. V is like, you gotta eat. I said, no, I gotta finish this. But you could have a footnote about the structure. You know, you could take it out of the Abhidharma. So, yeah. I mean, it's too long for a footnote. It would make a nice appendix. Yeah. Anyway, he just threw it in here. He's like, everyone knows Abhidharma. You know? So now we can go back to the question. Okay. Let's look at something which is both, one, a definite karma, which is unshifting, okay? It's got to have an experience, and it's unshifting. What does unshifting usually mean?
Something else?
Yeah, but usually it means
It will happen.
there's gewa, migewa, and miyoa. There's gewa, migewa, and miyoa in the Abhidharma kosher. Gewa, migewa, miyoa.
Virtuous, non-virtuous, and
Yeah, good karma, bad karma, and unshifting karma. Because when you divide it that way, the first two refer to desire realm karma. And the last one refers to form and formless realm karmas. Okay? So you got to be really careful. In the Abhidharma kosher, they'll say gewa, migewa, and miyoa. But when you say good karma and bad karma, only desire realm. Only desire realm. Okay? It's confusing, and later he's going to play with it. He's going to mess up the other guy. Because usually we just divide it into good karma and bad karma, and the karma that takes you to the higher two realms is always good karma.
Yeah.
It's always good karma to get to the higher, to get to the form realm, to get to the form, to become four, to look like Kristen Enbig. You got to have good karma, right? So really, this is a weird division: good karma, bad karma, and unshifting karma. But unshifting here means you could go, you have to go to the form or formless realms. It cannot shift back to the desire realm. Okay, got it? That's generally what unshifting means. Okay, you cannot shift back to the desire realm. Okay. A question for you: is all karma in the desire realm unshifting?
It couldn't be because it ends badly.
That's a muck up. But because so do these. But yeah, no, that's where they get into groundhogs
Right.
and dogs. It's gonna come. Did it come already?
I think so.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you have the karma according to the Abhidharma school, which is false. It's one of the worst things about the Abhidharma school. Okay, if you have the karma to be born as a dog, and you die in the wrong season, and the dogs aren't mating during that season, you have to be born as a bear or something like that. But that's ridiculous. Why? Because of the fat man on the bus, which I'm going to teach today, or no, later. Anyway, you shift karma. Your karma decides reality. Reality doesn't decide your karma. Okay? Got it? Your karma pushes around reality. It's not like reality is there and your karma can't do something because reality is already like that. That's ridiculous. That's a totally lower viewpoint. Okay? Your karma made reality. Your karma can get dog to be born in the wrong season. Come on. You made the dogs born in that season in the first place. Got it? It's a very cool idea. The Abhidharma school is primitive. That idea is primitive. That's one of the worst ideas of the Abhidharma school. Oh, dogs aren't having sex this week, so you are going to have to wait a week. Come on. Come on, you made the dogs have sex this week. Then you can change that. Got it? It's very cool to play with the lower school. You know, come on. I made the dogs have sex this week. You don't understand? I'm the one who set the seasons. You know, if I want to make winter into summer, I can do that. There won't be any winter, okay? Phoenix will be cool all year. Because I made it hot. Got it? Okay. Anyway, definite karma is unshifting. And a karma is body and mind into levels of great result. This particular combination of karmas cannot shift to anywhere else except unless it's going to project a body and mind of a realized being within the level great result. Any problems there? You should object already. Now that you know the form realm, how it works, you should object. Why?
Well, how can I?
It's an interlevel.
Yeah, nice.
Got it, yeah.
Because it's called great result.
It's now highest which can be reached by a teenager. right?
Yeah, by a non-Arya. Got it. Good, good. Okay? So if you really understand Abhidharma, and someone says, oh, this Arya has to go to big result. You're like, oh, Arya and big result. Yeah, right. Why is he called big result? Oh, because that's the highest non-Aryas can go. Oh, and the Arya goes to where the non-Aryas go. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
That's,
But we didn't say they couldn't.
Geshe-la. Yeah.
we didn't say they couldn't.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Okay, here's our answer. Okay. Please read, Mr. Sugeng.
Chirmyong Okmin Tartuk
I just draw, yeah.
Jodang Yutchik to Yurpe Soso Kewai Yuki Debu Chewe Naming Gipung Po Penje Kile Sugurpe Miowe Le Churchen
That's how?
They Chete Churchen They Beje.
Good, nice. Your reading is quite good. It's getting even better. Chirmyong.
That which is not coming?
Debushi. Different
Oh,
teaching. Debushi.
Full result.
The 4 results of good karma. Called the Debushi. It's a teaching from the Abhidharma. Right? If Stanley would speed up a little bit, we could all have it. First, don't diss it, by the way. You gotta work on it. People need it. You are the source of everything. They can't function without Abhidharma.
No pressure.
Yeah. First level, Pakpa, Gyunshu,
Stream enter,
stream enter, then work harder,
return, once returning.
come back once to the
Form realm. I mean,
Samsara.
desire realm.
desire realm. Chirmyong,
Non-returning.
don't have to come back ever to the desire realm.
Arhat.
Jachomba,
Arhat.
Arhat. These are the 4 they're called the Debushi. Not related to Debuche. Not related to great result. Forget that.
Just samsara, not just the desire.
I think it's desire realm.
Well, we just had this whole thing on
I know. Anyway, okay. Arya, stream enter. That's where you get the word stream enter. It's in these 4. Stream enter, once returner, non-returner. Yeah, it's non-returner to desire realm. So they're in the former formless realm. And then here you're in none of the realms. You're free of the 3 realms. Okay? All right. Chirmyong, so which one of the 3 of the 4? Which one of the 4 results?
Number 3.
Nice. Not coming back to the
Okmin.
not Chirmyong, not coming back where?
Oh, or to the desire.
Nice. Not coming back to the desire realm. Okay. They are headed for Oakmin. Now, if there's 2 Oakmins, right? One is what?
Buddha paradise.
One is Oakmin Tupo, Kopa, which is a Buddha paradise. And one is just the highest that you can get to as a non-Arya. Okay? Level 9 of the 17. Okay? Right?
Level 12.
12. I'm sorry. Yeah. Augmentato. When he adds here, farthest you can go, when he says farthest you can go with Oakman, when he's trying to describe an Oakman, and he says farthest you can get to, he's probably talking about, the non-Buddha paradise. It just means the ceiling. It means the ceiling. We should almost translate this. It's the ceiling for a non-Arya. Okay? So he tried to clarify it with Tartuk. What is normally we use the word Tartuk?
Coffee meditation.
Yeah, nice. Which is the 4 parts of a
Karmic path.
nice. You gotta shave your beard sign. Okay. Leki lam. Okay. Say she, Samba, Jorwa, Tartuk. Yeah, so Tartuk means, literally Tartuk means a good ending. Happy ending. You're going to bed at night, you say, and you dakir chepa. Dakir chepa. Who said that? What's happened to your brain? Dakir chepa.
Infected by
You make it your own. This is mine. I did it. I'm happy I did it. It's the opposite for bad karma. Okay, you want to say, that's not me, okay? I did something bad, I couldn't stop myself. I do it every week, but it's not me. It's not who I want to be. I just can't stop myself. Then you didn't do step number 4, Dakyo Chepa. You didn't do Tartuk. So that's the usual meaning of Tartuk. The end of the 4 steps of a karmic path, the Tartuk. But this end means sealing, of the form realm meditations, okay?
You have
Oakman,
4 minutes.
wow. Dro means headed there. Headed there. A person who is headed there. The word dro here means a person who is going to Oakman. Person who's headed for Oakman, okay? Dang gyuchik to Kyorpe, Soso Kewo. This is a technical term in your book that refers to a person over time. Okay, Anton since last year. Okay, it's a technical term that means a person over time. We resolved this issue in Kamala Shila with the image of a cocoon. Okay, the person over time. What ties them together? In your text, the concept of a person over time is called the person who's of the same being as the other person. It means who they are going to become. Okay? The person who's going to this ceiling, and we're talking about the normal being, the non-Arya, who is the person who's going to be there. The non-Arya who's going to be at the ceiling is called in Tibetan Gyu-chik, same mind stream. Same mind stream. So this Gyu means mind stream. Okay?
Same mind stream.
Yeah, same mind stream. It means the person over time. Okay? The non-Arya who's of the same mind stream as the person who has already reached the ceiling. Okay, meaning the non-Arya who's meditating on the lion's dance in the desire realm, and then they're going to die and be born there. So the person over time. Okay, it's a beautiful idea, and it's a complex technical term. Okay, one mind stream. You're at the front of the mind stream, and the end of the mind stream is up in that form realm result level. Okay, so let's talk about that non-Arya. Okay, Soso Kewo. Okay. Gyuki Debu Chewe. We got to stop there, I think. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. Okay?
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about his karma. That person's karma. He's supposed to end up in that ceiling level, non-Arya ceiling level. Okay? And let's talk about his karma. Like, can he mess with his karma? Can it go somewhere else? You see? Got it? The karma which would normally be connected to end of story over here. Can you push it to a different place? That's the idea. How much can you rubber band your karma? You see, how much can you divert it to a better result? You know, how fixed is fixed karma? Yongye. How fixed is fixed karma? Okay, hopefully not too fixed. Okay, so we stopped here. Monday? What's today?
Today is
Thursday.
It's our Monday.
Close.
5/17? Yeah. Okay, good. Sexy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, big chunk of Abhidharma there.
Sasi
Puki Joshi Meto Chang Rira Mingshin Yende Gempadi Sangye Shingdu Mingte Uwargi Dokun Namdar Shingla Chuparsho Yang Guru Ramdamandala Kande Atayami Di Kewo Kun Sanam Yeshe Tsok Tsok Shing Sanam Yeshe Le Chung Wei Dapa Kuni Topa Sho. Let's get to something easier.